Hello, YouTube world, family, friends, viewers, and subscribers. Have you ever thought about what too much internet, too much social media, too much binge watching on these videos, no matter what platform it is? I truly believe that words are powerful. And that's what we're here to talk about today, the influence of social media on your mental well-being. I want to make sure that my viewers and my subscribers get a good understanding, which a lot of them already have, but get a good understanding about what happens to a person when they watch various videos on different platforms out there. Because right now we have a plethora of people with new platforms. There are some people trying to make money on social media, some people trying to inform people on social media. Some people have good reasons for being on social media, some people have bad reasons. It doesn't matter. What I want you to understand, that the power of influence is paramount. It's very important, and you should be aware of it. With the proliferation of social media platforms, it is crucial and critical to understand how they can impact our mental well-being as well as our daily lives. It's important, people. So let's dive into this. Let's really get a good understanding into how social media impacts mental health and what you should preserve in your mind and stay well adjusted and balanced. Okay? So let's talk about the bad things first that social media can do to your mental health. According to research, people who use social media too much begins to feel a little inadequate. Sometimes it makes them feel anxious or even depressed, depending on the information you're taking in, the videos you're watching. It can affect you in those ways. The incessant comparison to other well-crafted lives can engender excessive expectations and sensations of FOMO, FOMO. And that is an acronym for fear of missing out. Some people just go on social media because they just can't stand not to know what somebody else may know. They don't want to miss out on the information. Nothing wrong with that. They just don't want to miss out on something. Like some people follow a movie star, so to speak, and they be like, I want to know what this person do next. I want to know, like the big thing happening at ESPN with one of their people on the platform, I put it that way, and got in a lot of trouble with dealing with a woman who doesn't have a great background, but now he has to pay her $50 million right now. So now people want to follow him, see what's going on with him, see what's happening with him. We have to understand that that kind of binge watching or viewing, it can hurt at sometimes. So when you're following some famous person and they're all into all this and stuff, like the president of the United States right now going through all this stuff that he's going through, let me tell you something. A lot of that stuff can be so negative until it starts having a negative effect on you. It's toxic, very toxic. And it can make some people angry. especially people of a church background, and they believe that you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that. And guess what? It can make some people angry. So the fear of missing out. Now, also, cyberbullying is another thing that can happen when you start getting in social media. And let's say if you start a platform or something, and there are people out there that don't like your platform, instead of them just not looking at it or not listening to it, they start trolling you and start saying nasty stuff to you and start threatening you and all that stuff. That's cyberbullying. These things can happen. And this just talking about the bad things that we have going on social media. Some teenagers in high school, sometimes they go on social media and they put their little business out on the street, and then next thing you know, people start trolling them and saying nasty stuff to them. Some of these young people have committed suicide over that. So those of you out there that have things that you just want to say something nasty to somebody, man, put a stock in it. Nobody really want to hear your negative undertones and innuendos. No one wants to hear it. But I know y'all gonna do it anyways. And I'm just saying, cut it out. There are people, young people that is really looking for help. And guess what? Somebody come on, start bullying them on the internet, and then it goes left. So that just a little going off a little bit, but cyberbullying is one. Online harassing is another. And that's similar to cyberbullying. Another thing is when all these things happen, it can have a negative impact on your mental health. We need to learn to stop going after people when it really have nothing to do with you. So you have to think about, and I say this to those who out there trying to do the right thing, you have to ignore those people. Block them. Keep moving. Do what you got to do. When they send in a bad, nasty comment, delete it. Let it go. Because what you're doing, protecting your mental stability. Because emotional intelligence, some people don't have it. They just don't have it. So, moving on. These things can have a bad adverse effect on your mental health, and particularly in, like I said, in young adults. So, those are some of the bad things. I can go into a lot more, but this video is not going to be that long. So I'm not digging into all this stuff. But I want you to understand that these bad things can happen to you when you're online, when you're out there trying to do things, especially those of you that start in platforms and trying to do good things with your platform. So be aware, be cognizant of that. On the contrary, there are good things that social media promotes and is good, and you can benefit from social media. And it enhances your well-being. So let's dive into that. Social media can also employ benefits which bring positive effects on your mental health. For an example, it offers opportunity for you to have a platform of your own. Because there's such thing in America as freedom of speech. Now, I don't know how long that's going to last with this new administration in place, but we do have freedom of speech. And there are great minds out there that starting platforms and talking about positive things, talking about things that they can help people with. Think about the guys that has a mechanic mind and they know how to fix cars. They get on YouTube and they do videos on how to fix these little simple problems so you won't be running to these auto shops spending a pile of money when you can just do a few things yourself and Now, that's positive things. Those are the things that helps people get across that hump, especially when your finances is not where you want it to be. Then there are people with self-help online platforms. And they talk about the things that you can do to enhance your life. And not just your mental well-being, but also your physical well-being. Kudos to those folks too. Another thing is meaningful connections. When you're on social media, you will sometimes run across people that are like-minded. And those people may believe in what you believe. Like, let's just say if you're a fitness junkie and you run across another fitness junkie, then y'all start sharing ideas and you start kicking it back and forth on social media. That's positive. You're not trying to destroy each other. You're not trying to undermine each other. You're using social media for a positive thing, to lift someone else up, to help give someone the edge that may have helped you get to where you are on your platform. And these are the things that I encourage. I encourage those things because no one made it alone. Okay? So if you can help someone, and keep it moving. Building support systems. There are people that go to AA meetings. And then there's some people who don't want to go physically and sit in an AA meeting or NA meeting. And what I'm talking about, Narcotics Anonymous or Alcoholics Anonymous. Okay? So some people may not want to go and participate in person, so they go online, find these platforms that do similar things, and then they meet a community of people who's, let's say, if I was an alcoholic, I go online, I find a community of people that decided to go into recovery so that they can stop drinking alcohol and stop getting drunk and stop to tear their bodies down and start that turnaround in their life to build up and recover. So you find that. And so I go online, I find a group, and then now I start talking. Now I don't have to go physically and sit in a room with a lot of people sitting around and then sharing their ideas or what have you, because I may not be that kind of person to go there and do it, so I can do it online. And that's something that you ought to think about. I encourage everyone to think about that. Okay? So building a support group is always good. Another thing, churches that want to enhance community development, they can hobnob from one church member to another church member of another church. Everybody talking about how we can make the community better. See, all these things are positive, and these are advantages to your mental health, psychological well-being. Okay? Exchanging experiences and soliciting counsel from similar people and cultivating a sense of community and alleviating feelings of isolation. And I want to talk about that for a minute. Isolation is it's atrocious. It's something that you don't want. Loneliness is killing a lot of people. Okay? There are a lot of people out here that are lonely, and there are people online on social media taking advantage of older, elderly people. They know that they're lonely, so they hid them in their pockets. So there are women out here online who would use social media to suck money out of a lonely man who's maybe isolated because he may not have children, he may not have an extended family to be around and anything like that. And what happens is he look for support online, and then he get out there, and then here come this this woman who just want to take advantage and say, hey baby, I need 100, I need 200, and then he's sending money to her, and she using that money for other reasons than what she told him she needed the money for. But my point is, she's taking advantage of his sorrows. So find the right people to connect with. Do not, men, I say this to all of you out there, and I'm going to turn around and say something about women too. Men, please stop sending women money online. You don't know these people. And if they ever get a whiff the way you live, and if you ever say, I'm tired of this, I'm going to stop this, you don't know people roll up at your home and take you out for no reason at all, just because you stop giving them money. I'm just telling you, this is true. Women stop trusting every man. And there's a lot of you ladies dealing with loneliness too. You're dealing with isolation as well. And stop giving your money to men. Stop sending. They need to get a job. There's jobs out there. Some men just don't want to do the job that they're qualified to work. Plain and simple. They rather get over on you. And if you take care of them from a distance, they happen. Men and women like that out there. There are some men using women pictures and vice versa. Find support groups that are solid. Look at YouTube channels that are doing the right thing. The platform host is doing the right thing. Do not get tied up with folks who just trying to bleed you dry. If somebody asks you for money, they tell you this on Facebook. They tell you to avoid people like that. They tell you not to even go to another platform to meet with them. Just stay on the one you talking with them. All these things is important because social media is a double-edged sword. It can cut you right, left, up, down, for the good or for the bad. So you better be careful, because there are people out there that they don't have a conscience. And they'll take whatever they can take from you. Just say no. Moving on. It is essential to acknowledge the potential advantages while remaining cognizant of the adverse elements. So you think about the advantages that social media offer, and you also think about the adverse elements. In other words, the bad people that's out there and using social media the wrong way. Here's practical measures, just a few things that you can do to feel more safe on social media and to protect yourself on social media. So these measures to reserve a constructive relationship with social media. Number one, establishing boundaries. Boundaries need to be set no matter what you're doing. I'm telling you people right now, with your families, with your friends, with your pets. It doesn't matter. Set boundaries. Set boundaries on social media. Know what you will tolerate, know what you will not tolerate. Block people in a New York minute if they come at you the wrong way. Don't sit up there and argue with anyone. You don't owe that person your time. Block them, delete them, and keep it moving. And keep getting that positive energy coming in that's going to make you feel like a better person. You don't need that negative stuff. Block, delete, keep it moving. Those are boundary setting, such as another thing, don't spend so much time on social media. You know what you need to go on there for, go do what you need to do, and then back away from it. Take some time off. Take a break. If this is not your money maker, if this is not your primary way of making money, you shouldn't be on that internet all the time. I'm just being real. And make friends, have groups that you can go in, to like church groups, have groups you can go and deal with outside of using social media. Have a balance. That's what I'm saying. Have a balance. Because that'll keep this up here balanced. Okay? That's restricting screen time, and learn to unfollow people. You find someone, they saying something good 1 minute, you jump up, you follow that person. Then next thing you know, you see the dark side of that person. Unfollow just like you followed. Do not get in there and get hypnotized and mesmerized by what that person is saying. And next thing you know, that's how cults be going. When people get involved in a cult, they don't really know what they start by listening, and then they hear something ain't right, then they want to challenge, and then they want to argue, and then they think that person win them over. And next thing you know, that person out there doing crazy stuff just like the occult doing. And see, that's a negative thing that you'll run into on social media. Learn to fact check. Learn to go. I tell y'all to fact check. When I give you statistics, go and check behind me. I don't care. When I talk about the things that I talk about, fact check me. And then put in the comment. Oh, Robbie, I read this. I heard you said this, and I went and I did some research on it, and it said such and such. Oh, I don't mind discussing. Because I'm with you when you write. But I will always tell you this. The numbers that are here today will not be there next week. The numbers are always changing. Remember that. All right? Keep it on. We're going to finish this up. Remember to unfollow those accounts that evoke negative behavior, negative feelings. And what happens when you start shutting people out of your life that are toxic, it can contribute to a more positive online experience. Let them toxic people go. You don't need that in your life. You don't have to convince them of nothing. Life will do it to them. Keep it moving. It is also crucial to engage in offline activities, practice mindfulness, and seek professional assistance when necessary to protect your psychological wellness. Okay? Remember, just remember this as we close, that your psychological well-being is very, 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 very important to your life and your lifestyle and your family that you have in your home with you. Because your immediate family, if you go left, they're going to feel it. If you go right, they're going to feel it. If you go up, they're going to feel it. If you go down, because when you're in a family unit, everybody is connected. So if you get involved with something online that is not good and it's changed your behavior to the worst, guess what? They're going to notice it. They're going to feel it. Okay? Whether it's depression, whether it's anxieties, whether it's bipolar, 1, 2, doesn't matter. Seek help. There's nothing wrong with going out there and asking for help. There are many people, and I'm going to say this, I know that you believe in God, you pray to God, God going to help you with everything. I do believe in God, but I'm going to tell you right now, He used people that have the knowledge to do what they do best to help you. So there's nothing wrong with going to a psychologist or a psychiatrist, a mental health or a social worker, and ask questions and get help. Okay? Think about it. When you can understand these things, you begin to prioritize self-care. You start looking at your health mentally and physically and saying, this what I need, that what I need. Then you go to prioritizing it. I need to schedule an appointment with my doctor because it's been a while since I had a checkup. You see? And I will tell you all, I do battery tests. I'm a therapist at work. I do battery tests to check and see if people are depressed, whether it's mild, moderate, or severe depression. I do a test to check and see if their anxieties are too high or what's making them anxious in ways that it may not affect another person. Go ask for help. It doesn't mean you crazy people. It just means that you love yourself. It means that you love yourself. Love yourself. Get yourself checked out. Always prioritize self-care. And when you understand this, you understand the potentials effect, and you'll be taking these proactive steps. And guess what? It creates a healthier relationship with you and your family. When you develop a healthy relationship with your online surfing and social media binging and all that, you get that straight. Y'all, a lot of y'all see things going to clear up in your home because you don't know what spirits you're taking in. I'm just going to go there. You don't know what spirits you're taking in when you're looking at all kind of junk and letting all kind of people talk to you. All right. I want to thank you all, my viewers and my subscribers. Check out the video, like, subscribe, share, put it out there. Let people know that their social media activities can hurt and it can help. It's a double-edged sword. And it can help or it can hurt your psychological well-being. It's me, Robbie Williams, all day, every day. And this is the Critical Cognitive Aggressive Thinking channel. And I want to say good night to you all.